行ってみよう。
Hello. Oh, there we go. Hello, hello, everybody. Hi, Susan. Thank you for the lurk, 5B. Hi, Annie. Let me just change my game capture. Should work. There we go. As always, we're just gonna wait like 30 minutes to give people time to come in. I I have waited until now to like get all the clips from my low effort romance stream, and like it expires today and I have like 32 stream markers to go through. So you know what, that's on me. I left this until now, until it was about to expire, so that's on me. I think I'm maybe halfway through, but it's a lot of potential clips. That background is so cute. Yeah, so this is Spirit City. What is it? It's one of those like body double games, like Spirit City lo-fi sessions. So like here, let me yap about this game instead of actually doing work, because now I am derailed. So ignore my level 60. I've kind of been playing this a lot. It's kind of like body doubling, so you have this little character that you can decorate and like change like the hair and like the features and the clothing, and you can change your spirit companion. Right now I just have the cat, and I have this skin because it looks like Loki, and so that's why I use it. But you can have different presets. I think I have one for almost listen, they have a gardening DLC that I haven't bought yet, that I've been like refraining from, but now that there's the Steam summer sale, maybe I should get the gardening DLC. Maybe. How much is it? Time to go look. Treat yourself. I think it's only like a couple of bucks, really. Oh, I don't have the train DLC either. I just have the kitchen one. So I think it's like 10 bucks per DLC right now while it's on sale. Let me see. Yeah, about 10 bucks. So if I wanted the train and the garden, it would be about 20. As far as I know, all it does is like it just gives you kind of like a new area to put your character in, and like maybe more spirits. I think you unlock more spirit companions. But yeah, I have different presets. This is my kitchen cooking one. This is my Halloween fit. This is my Christmas fit. I don't think I have anything for 5. No, 5 is just I haven't used it, so I don't know what is. But yeah, this is my default. So in like the base room, you have like, you can also decorate your room however you want, by the way. But yeah, there's lots of things you can customize, and like you can like customize the colors, and so you can get really into it. And then this is the kitchen. I might update my kitchen. I don't know if I'm happy with the colors. Oh yeah, you can also say presets for your house or like your room or whatever. I have like, of course, different seasons. This is my Halloween one. This should be Christmas. Yeah, Christmas. And I think I have one for like spring or something. No, I don't. Okay, I don't have 4 and 5 saved or anything. It's just default, Halloween, and then Christmas. I need to update my Christmas one. I'm not really too happy with it. But yeah, you can have them do different activities. Like right now, my character is on the desk, and like I could have her draw. I could make her paint. She can write physically. She can type, which is, I normally just have her typing. I normally just have her do whatever I'm doing. But yeah, there's lots of different areas, and each area comes with its own set of activities. You can have her clean, stare out the window. There's like, oh, I did not, this music one is new. I haven't seen it before. They've got knitting. And also, depending on your spirit companion, sometimes they'll do something different. I love this. What the heck? I'm surprised you haven't heard about this. It's been out for a while now. You got the bed. I don't really use the bed. I normally stick to either the desk or the window because I like being able to look outside. The fireplace is also quite nice. have a sip on cocoa. In the kitchen, there's lots to do in the kitchen, and there's actual like sounds. You can this game comes with its own lo-fi tracks. You can also like have your own custom. Like I think you can link a YouTube stream or whatever, but I don't use those when I'm streaming it.
Help! There's crunch in my Skittles, and I'm feeling insulted and inspired.
Can you stop playing? I don't want to listen to you. Anyways, they have their own lo-fi tracks. There is, where is it? There's like a thing. Yeah, they have sounds. You can like customize sounds. My default is rain, fireplace, and cat noises. Cat purrs, because that's what I like. Oh, they have a farm now. Okay. This bottom row is, I haven't seen it before. I normally don't open this page because I normally just stick to this. I don't add or subtract. But yeah, there's lots of different sounds. That's so cute. Oh, hello, Radio Tower. Yeah, I'm showing Susan Spirit City lo-fi sessions. It's nice to have in the background if body doubling really helps you be productive. And then of course it comes with your standard. It's got like all the different timers that you would want. Like the Pomodoros and like, I can't see you because of my fuck ass custom cursor, but like I think this is like, yeah, just different timers, reminders. And then you have like habits, which I don't use, but you know, you could use them. And there's journal entries, and then there's tasks that you can set, which is, where is it? No, that's the time. But yeah, there's something somewhere where you can set tasks. I can't remember where. It should be, is it this? No, it's this one. Yeah. You can have like different tabs and yeah, create tasks, reset checkboxes. They got everything. That is, they do. Reminds me of Chill With You Lo-Fi Story, which is very similar to this, but not this customizable. I know there's very other similar games in this genre. But this one I have a lot of fun customizing. So yeah, maybe I will get the other DLCs while the sale is still going. We'll see. But yeah, there's also activities in the kitchen. Like you can even like be cooking. Baking, cooking on the stove. God, I love this cat. You can even be dishwashing. Yeah, there's lots to do in this. Well, not lots to do yourself, but lots to make the character do. You guys are making me considering impulse buying the DLC right now, but I know if I buy it right now, I'm gonna get sidetracked, and I'm gonna get sidetracked into decorating, and I'm not gonna get any work done. So I gotta go back. I gotta go back to doing what I was doing, and that was making clips. You can also change the time of day. Right now it's just afternoon, but I normally like evening because I like the sunset. But yeah, the lights do work, so if you do have lights set up, then they will glow in the night. But yeah, I normally go evening, but just to see better for streams, I just leave it on afternoon. Can my body double live the me that doesn't have the energy? So true. Reward yourself after getting the clips done. Maybe I will. But yeah, I think... let's see. They don't have a bundle with the other DLC. No, they do. Okay, hold on. Yeah. So for all the DLCs, plus the base game, plus like their whole cosmetic pack, basically everything they've released so far, right now it's going for 25 Canadian. Which I might just buy, honestly. Because what is it? It's gonna cost me about 20 anyway to get the 2 DLC, so I might as well shell out the extra $5 for the cosmetics. Wait, no, sorry. Is it? I think it's 25 for me because I already have the base game and one of the DLCs. I think it's 30. 30 if you don't. I don't know. I don't know anymore. But basically, it's just not really that bad, the price. Let's see. What happens if I try to buy it? Okay. It's 25 for me to buy everything. Rather decorate my virtual room than my real one. The distinction is important. Hey, my real room is a mess. I might as well have something that looks like something that looks nice. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Steam. Ah, hello Richter. How are you doing? Okay, if you don't own anything, oh, never mind. If you don't own anything, it's 40 for everything. But honestly, you could get by with just like the base game to see if you like it or not before buying all the DLCs and stuff. So for under 10 bucks, just the base game, it's not bad. Because like, what you would get is all this minus the kitchen that I have, because I only have the kitchen DLC, not the other ones. So you wouldn't have the kitchen, but otherwise the base game still has quite a lot. It's like, I don't think I even went into the decorations. Like, there's so many decorations. Because you can customize the whole room. And then there's like the desk, the different areas, your bed that you can customize, the window, the fireplace. What? There is a swinging chair? Oh my goodness me. I'm gonna have to buy that right now. Hold on. Let me just decorate my chair real quick. Oh, what color should I make it? What are you doing? I'm supposed to be productive in making clips, but I got distracted by this swinging chair, and so now I must pick my colors. Let's see. Okay, what colors can I change? Okay. Let's stop. It's the big new shiny thing. I must have it. We'll go with that. I don't know what color. Maybe I'll make this brown. We'll make this purple. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. And then I won't look at it again because I'm putting my character on the desk. Okay, I can play music though. Let's play... they also did do a collab with Lo-Fi Girl, by the way. Let's see. Maybe we'll play this one. Okay, there we go. No, why am I bald? Okay, back to clips. Where am I? 249. Oh, let me just make sure I'm not accidentally streaming my browser audio. I am not. Okay. Unfortunately, I gotta hop off, but it was really cool to see this setup. No problem. Thank you for stopping by. Let me know if you get it. I'm curious to see how people decorate theirs. It's always fun comparing customizations. Yeah, where am I? I'm on 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 13 stream markers to go through. Using my PC for the first time in a million years to install this. Are you telling me you didn't hop on and immediately buy Paralives? I'm surprised you didn't get that. I thought you would be like buying that and like get sucked into that game. Because I hear it's also pretty decent, Paralives. Like, I know it's still early access, but like so far, I mean, I've been hearing pretty good things about it. I've been a hermit chud trying to avoid video games. Well, look up Paralives. Unless you've already heard of it, but like it's basically The Sims, but like, you know, made by an indie company. Their promise is that they're not gonna release a bunch of DLCs that you have to pay for. It's like you pay once kind of thing. Will that still be true a few years from now? I'm not sure, but that's their initial promise. My assumption is that, you know, the more they add to the game, then it might become more expensive. I don't know. But I've heard that apparently they've sold so many copies that they can like sustain their team for like a couple years. I've heard whispers but haven't actually seen it. I think if you look up the Steam page, you'll fall in love with it. I've also been told that the building system is really good in this game. Like, I've seen some of the shit people do and it's crazy. Like, I'm talking, Susan, you can have a single bed, right? And you can extend that bed and it'll become a double bed. And you can make it even bigger if you want. And like, you can adjust the height of fridges to make mini fridges and they're still functional. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Like, the shit I've seen people make is like fucking insane. Yeah. Yeah, I think if I bought that game, I would also get sucked into the building. I'm not sure how long it's going to be in early access. I'm sure there's probably a roadmap somewhere, but yeah. I mean, the great part about Steam is that as long as you have under 2 hours, they'll refund you if you don't like it. Anyways, back to making clips. Right now I'm at the section where people are talking about how hot Owen is. I wish I could extend my bed so my feet don't dangle off the edge. Unfortunately, it's extending horizontally, not vertically in the game. I also extend horizontally IRL. I also expand horizontally. Or as I like to think about it in thermodynamics, I just expand because I'm hot. is the music too loud, by the way? I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm almost there. Okay, I have 3 markers left to go through, but it's already been like 45 minutes since I started the stream, so I think I'm gonna leave those 3 for later. Although, I probably should just do them right now. Let's see. Alright, I'm on the last clip. Okay, I might as well close this. And then I'll open up the other game. Let me go swap my category. Okay, I'm not actually sure how long it's gonna take me to play this demo. Because I know there's like, you have different emotions and each emotion can affect what you say to a character, and so I don't know, like, how much replayability that's going to add. Also, the music, I love a good music box. Hold on, yeah, I just gotta finish off this last clip. Okay, that is the last clip. Huzzah. But yeah, this is STARCULT Night Twisted. What is it? Twisted Age. I thought it was Twisted Fate for a second. Maybe let me pull up the Steam page and we can go over it quickly before we go in. I think the demo is... I don't actually know that... I think the demo is publicly available now. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. No, I don't think it's publicly available yet. I don't know when or if it'll be publicly available. Well, I'm assuming it will be at one point. Let me go pull up the Chrome. Where was it? This one? Alright. Can you guys see? Yes. Okay. So this is STARCULT. I went over this before, but like it's basically kind of like a murder mystery. What I didn't realize is that the main protagonist is a painter, and that's why her emotion thing is like a palette. I don't know how I missed that detail before, but yeah, basically she gets married to this guy, and on their wedding night he gets killed, and then seems like some demonic entity takes him over, and we kind of have to like, I guess, figure out who killed him or what happened. And they gave him a sexy makeover. They did. Look at this man. Like, I prefer this version of like Hans over his other one. Oops. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. How do I undo? My mouse wasn't on my screen and I accidentally deleted a message from Susan. I'm sorry. I can't why can I not undelete? What the hell? Oh well. But yeah, this is her. Yeah, so this is Hans before he died, and like I'm assuming, cause yeah, I as an artist painted this picture while posing for it after all. So she painted their portrait. I was like, damn, I went too far this time. No! The message I accidentally deleted was just you saying hype. And they do have a big fluffy dog. I hope we get to see the dog. But yeah, yeah, instead Hans is killed on their wedding night by an unknown monster which devours half of his head. Silviya calls for a detective to investigate the crime. Meanwhile, she begins to be tormented by strange nightmares. But yeah, I wonder if she'll be at risk of getting like possessed by demons or something. Or maybe we'll have like a Lady Macbeth moment, you know? You know, if that happened to me, I wouldn't question it. Like, fair, too much hype in the chat. No! I remember that time I did that, but I banned someone from chat. Yeah, it's just like so easy to accidentally click on those buttons. It's like, oops. But yeah, it seems like, yeah, there's romance. I'm not sure who you can romance. Like, for sure, Demon Hans, I'm pretty sure, like, they have to give this to us, right? They have to give this to us. I'm thinking maybe the detective she calls over, potentially. Let me see if I can find a picture. Like, I think this is the detective. Oh, wait, hold on. It's probably in here. Like, I think this is the detective. Is there a list of characters? Matthew, yeah. I think Matthew maybe. I'm not sure about these other two, like Cassiopeia. Oh my god, I hope we can. She's so pretty. And then there's Balthazar. I'm not sure how many of these characters are romanceable. But yeah, it says elements of romance, so I'm not sure if there's like romance. And if there is, I don't know who has like a full romance route. Because I don't know if it's that thing where like, you know, like the story is mostly the same, but then depending on who you romance, there's like little elements that are different. XXXX, yeah, I don't know who this is gonna be. I'm sure it's some ancient entity, probably. Why make characters hot if not smashable? So true. They did it just to blue ball us. If they don't let us smash Demon Hans, I'm rioting. Gotta make a game where you romance yourself? How would that work? The ultra smashable character locked behind a secret ending. It's possible. I know in some Otome games, you'll have to go through everybody's route before you unlock the true route. Romance everything, but for narcissist smooch smooch, it's just it's just a game, but there's like all these mirrors everywhere. But yeah. Let me pull up my email. Because they sent me a list of little tips to check out. Let's see, where is it? Okay. Cover to pre. Okay, let me go in the options. Emotions. I think I'd rather. Oh god, where's my mouse? Did I? Hold on. Let me turn off my custom cursor program. No, I don't know if it's a bug, but I can't see where my cursor is in the game. Anyways, I'm gonna go turn off this. And we will start. AKA Lord Farquaad Simulator. Oh my god. It's been a while since I thought about that, man. Oh, hooray! My cursor is back. I can see it. Horizontally expanded and vertically compressed, am I right? I think about Lord Farquaad every day. Oh my god. You're so right though, Susan. He is horizontally expanded and vertically compressed. I can't fault him for that because, you know, sometimes I feel that way about myself too. Alright, we're gonna start a new game. Okay. Oh, we got a sketchbook. Oh, she's so pretty. Relationships. Okay. I'm assuming this is just like, this feature's not ready yet. No problem. I'm just here to stare at Silviya. Okay. Got the schedule. This game does have a scheduling system from what I saw, so you just pick what you do morning, afternoon, and evening. Glossary. Knowledge is power. Okay, what else do we have? The archive. Oh, okay, this is just the log. These are my latest memories. She's gorgeous. She is so pretty. Pinned. This is going in my top 10 moments of all time. We need to frame that. Oh man. I don't have a quote thing. God, I wish I had a quote thing. Hold on. Because I know there are some streamers where like you can like set quotes, right? I think I kind of have it set up, but like hold on. I'm pretty sure there's a command. Oh, okay. Right now it's set to moderators only. Let me just add it manually though. Let's see, where is it? Add a quote. This. Let's see if this works. It kind of works. Here, I'll update it so we know who added it. There we go. Just no context. All right. The ads are starting soon, so we're just gonna have to wait for those to finish. But so far, I'm assuming this is gonna start right on their wedding night. Like, I'm assuming we're just gonna get right into it. That's my guess. It can be applied to many characters we encounter, unfortunately. That's true. You know it's a good quote when it's highly versatile. OMG, we're gonna watch our man die. I'm pretty sure we have to see him die. Yeah, so we're gonna... I don't know how he's gonna die, but... If you look on the Steam page, there are pictures of Hans with like half his face missing. I forgot, I didn't take my iron pills. I'm gonna take my iron pills quickly. But yeah, I'm intrigued. I want to know where this demon comes from. Just like Evil School all over again. Oh my god, that one was rough. That one was rough. Like, everything else was fine. It was just the beginning that was really rough. And I get why, like, that one person was really upset. Cause, like, yeah, there was a disclaimer at the beginning, but like, it didn't prepare you. It didn't prepare you enough. Cause you're like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna see a girl get bullied, you know, get beaten up, you know, whatever, right? You know, like, I'm expecting that. And then there was that one scene where it was like, whoa, 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 whoa. 100%, yeah. Hello, Cypher, how are you doing today? He ate fire noodles for the first time and his head exploded. I remember the first time I had fire noodles and it felt like my throat was on fire. Okay. Oh, not the milk. I still, you know what? We still have a minute of ads, apparently. I never finished setting up that jar redeem. Because setting that up requires me to implement a camera system. And, like, I haven't set up the camera system yet, but, like... It's just so funny. Like, you can put me in a jar and then... If you really wanted to. But yeah. Alright, enough of that. I think the ads are pretty much done. Oh no, you're too late for that. I turned off the jar. Do you want me to put myself back in there? There, have fun. Originally, I was gonna use a slime redeem. Cause I was like, I don't know, is the milk too sus? But, eh. Have fun, just as long as you don't leave me on top of a radiator and forget about me for a couple of weeks. I think slime is just as sus, at least milk is on brand. True. But yeah. Look at me in my little jar. Okay. Alright. We are in the tutorial. Click to continue. Oh! She's so pretty. Look at her face card, guys. Silviya's thoughts. 2 months ago, Hans Nebula, the young head of the Nebula House, asked for my hand. I love the pearls decorating her. And she's got them all throughout her hair. I don't know how they're staying in her hair, but we're not going to question it. How can I refuse him, the young head of the Nebula House? The marriage was planned without hesitation. was a huge celebration, a ball on the Nebula estate. Music's not too loud, is it? Or maybe it should be a little louder. Smash. Yeah, those two are very pretty, aren't they? Many people I didn't know yet. Waltzing. Laughing. Enjoying each other's company. Chatting over a good glass of wine. Oh, I mixed up my words. Chatting over a glass of good wine. No, leave me alone with the milk. The English still works. It does, a little bit. Welcome back, 5B. And celebrating the union of two families. Hans was a good dancer, as a true noble must be. I can't tell if she's displeased or if that's just her default expression. I was lurking. Welcome back from your lurking. I was over the stars with happiness. Okay, so it seems like she's not against Hans. I think she has resting bitch face, maybe a little bit. Although, you know, she's a noble lady. Maybe, you know, it's like, you know, guarding her expression. But I couldn't shake the feeling that he seemed nervous. Suddenly, he leaned over and whispered in her ear. I have a gift for you. Something special. Don't worry. I'll explain how to use it. The orchestra played their final chord and the dance ended. Our human husband's kind of zesty. Yeah. He looked a little zesty to me, I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning. Because I saw the picture and I was like, oh, that's human Hans? That's the husband? Yeah. He knew he would die. I'm not sure if that's his gift. We'll see. They made his monster form so fine. They did. Hans strode to the middle of the ballroom. Dear guests, it brings me joy to see you all here. As you know, today we're celebrating my marriage to Lady Silviya. The crowd erupted into applause. But what good is a wedding without a gift? He turned to Silviya with a necklace and carefully fastened it around her neck. To her surprise, the jewelry wasn't a beautiful piece of art. In fact, it was a heavy, spiky collar. What? Did he just collar me? Am I his bitch now? This is... Don't be upset, darling. This is only the first part of my gift. Hans clapped once, and the guards appeared with a man between them. At first glance, it was merely a commoner, but then a strange feeling washed over her. His eyes were blindfolded, and his arms were tied behind his back. You're giving me a prisoner? The unknown commoner raised his head at the sound of her voice. He looked... no, rather felt familiar, but she couldn't recognize him yet. All she could do was stare. I feel like we need to have a talk before he does this, right? Just out of the blue collars her on their wedding day. He's hot at least, but yeah, he's got these like, I don't know if they're tattoos, but he's got like stars on him. A familiar whisper broke her trance. He's not exactly a prisoner, my dear. More of a toy. Soon I'll show you how best to use him. Why, Hans? Have you been using him before us? Is that why you know how? I don't think he's beating the zesty allegations, I'm just saying. Nothing against that, but like, how do you know how to use him? Hans had his fill for real. The prisoner gave her a crooked smile. That voice. I know you. Lady Silviya, is it you? I've been looking for you for so long, Silviya. It's me, Balthazar. We need to talk. Her eyes are... She's looking shook. The crowd started to whisper. Is this gonna look bad because she's a noble lady? So it's like, oh, how does she know this guy? Was she maybe like seeing other men before they got married? Because like, I know there's like this whole thing. I don't know if it's gonna be in this game, but like, I know like normally the whole thing with like this sort of setting is that, you know, women are supposed to be pure before they're married. Han's smile curled into a sneer of disgust. Silence! Don't you dare to speak without Noble's permission. Take him to the cellar and teach him some manners while you're down there. The guards nodded and started to drag the prisoner away. Hans is not doing himself any favors. Not really, no. The whole world is in danger. You must listen. Can't you hear me, Silviya? How could he know my name? Am I already famous as Hans's wife? Are we like perhaps in some sort of time loop? Or maybe he can see the future? Or I don't know. I feel like there's something with time manipulation. Also, hello, Spider Freak. Welcome. Who's that man, my love? He tried to turn the commoners against noble rule. Eventually, the townsfolk reported him. He was due to be executed, but I bought him for you. You may use him as a model for your paintings or as a slave to serve you with hard labor. Essentially, you can use him for anything you can imagine. Time loop, she's trapped in an AU, maybe, perhaps. Not surprised he kicks the bucket, 100% made a lot of enemies. Like, hey, he's from a powerful family, he's bound to have lots of enemies. He doesn't look obedient. How could I control him? Your necklace, of course. You see, all commoners are tied to their own piece of art. Often a piece of jewelry or a statuette, but sometimes something more unusual. You just need to discover which object they are tied to and then own it. So that is how our reign persists. I see. The ball continued late into the alpha night. Hans became tired of his guests' attention and masterfully slipped away from the crowd. He always seems so tired after official meetings, even his own marriage celebration. I worry for him, but I also can't stop thinking about that prisoner. Does he really know something, or were they just lies of a desperate man? Silviya's choices can affect her relationships with the people around her. You can use the save feature in the menu to explore the story's different paths at your own pace. Ooh, go to Hans or find Balthazar. Okay, hold on. Let me save real quick. Let me save. I'm glad that they don't limit our saves, so I can have potentially like, what is it? 6x9. I can have like 54 saves technically if I really wanted to. I choose the option to smash the prisoner. All right, let's go. I love a generous save system. I do too. I know sometimes there are games where they only like let you have a limited number of saves, and so it's just like, oof. All right, we're gonna go find Balthazar. Hans will be fine left alone with his thoughts. He's used to it after all. What I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Because my prediction is if we go to Balthazar, we're going to miss Hans getting killed. Like, we're just going to find him dead. If we go to Hans, I'm not sure if we'll actually get to see him die. But that's what the save system is for. So we're going to go to Balthazar first. But as for that prisoner, who knows how long he'll stay alive if he keeps courting trouble. I still can't remember who he is, but it seems he knows something important about me. I must talk to him before it's too late. Ooh, okay. Dramatic violin. She made her way through the crowded ballroom, then crept down the estate's long corridors until she found the cellar stairs. I'm so biased towards music boxes that like, it's so pretty. A dim, damp stone passageway led her to a long row of cells. They'd housed prisoners in the past, but nowadays they were used for wine barrels, cheese wheels, and other wonderful delicacies. Sometimes I wish I had a cheese wheel. You truly can fascinate a woman with a wheel of cheese, by the way, I'm just saying. The prisoner must be in one of them, but which one? Soon, a dim gas light allowed her to see two figures at the end of the stone corridor. Guards, they might have some questions. I'll have to use my persuasion skills. Oh my god, persuasion check, go!
Halt! Who's there? Oh, it's you, milady. Good evening. What brings you here on such a special occasion?
I must see the prisoner. His words in the ballroom disturbed me, and I want him to explain himself.
Very well, milady. It might be dangerous, so stay close to us. And don't come too close to the grate.
Of course.
You're a brave one, Silviya. Coming here in spite of the warnings.
Your relationship with Balthazar increased. Tip his helmet down and run. I don't think he can already see anyway. He's so hot. He's not wearing a lot. He's definitely displaying his assets. Do you think you could eat a wheel of cheese before it expired? Probably not, but I would definitely try. You can check the status of each relationship in Sketchbook. Ooh, okay. What I do like is that the portraits are actual sketches. Like, it makes it feel like Silviya actually sketched their portraits and like she's just keeping notes on her relationship with them. Like, this feels like an actual like sketchbook that Silviya is keeping. So I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Looks like Sebastian joined a cult in Stardew. Nah, don't talk about my boy Sebastian like that. Okay, Hans. Okay, so we do have like the portraits, but like there's nothing actually in there yet. That's fine. Mysterious prisoner. Okay. We do have the glossary though, Nebula. I will, I'll read this at the next ad break. Okay, this is a work in progress feature. How do you know my name? Have we met?
Before I answer your question, I ask you to answer one of mine. How do you feel about your husband?
You can define Silviya's relationship with her husband with your next choice. I have a deal with him. I love him. I'm scared of him. Ooh. I feel like we don't know too much about them. It doesn't... Maybe they do love each other, but I don't get that right now. The thing is, do we want to smash Demon Hans? We'll go with I have a deal with him. Or I guess I love him would increase my relationship with Hans. Whatever, I can always load. Let's go with I love him. I love him with all my heart. That's why I married him. Okay, your relationship with Hans increased.
Is that really the truth? I dislike people who lie to me, but I hate people who lie to themselves. Come back when you've changed your mind.
Okay. Also, I have to turn the music down a little bit now. It's gotten a little too loud.
Hey, watch your tongue, prisoner.
It's fine. I'm not...
I've had enough of your lies. Get out.
Your relationship with Balthazar decreased. Okay.
I will talk to you only when you are ready to be truthful. That's it. I'm going to teach you a lesson on good manners. Go ahead. I don't mind a little pain. Lady, you shouldn't watch this. Please, go back to your husband.
Silviya left the cold, damp basement. He doesn't like that we love Hans, masochist coded. He is a little bit. I mean, he's got all the piercings, so maybe he does enjoy a little bit of pain. How can the prisoner be so stubborn? What is Balthazar even thinking? Anyway, I shouldn't worry about him too much. I'm sure Hans will force him to serve well to pay off his debt. After all, the wretch should be grateful. He was lucky to be saved. Interesting. I'm gonna save quickly here, and I'm gonna load. I'm just curious as to what, I don't know what the skip button is. K? S? Oh, I accidentally saved a screenshot. What is the skip button? I don't think they mention the skip button is. That's to hide the interface, yeah. Normally it's K, is it not? Whatever. Okay, we're gonna skip. Let's try, you know what, let me just quick save here. I have a deal with him. Hans is my partner in a deal. That is all.
So, it's just a deal.
Of course.
And you have no feelings for him.
I don't know yet. It's far too early to be sure. It would not be wise to jump to conclusions. These things take time.
That makes sense.
If you're satisfied with my answer, I'm still waiting for you to answer my question.
Oh, yes, your question. We met, but in another life.
Okay, in another life. I think there is some, there's some weird time manipulation multiverse thing going on, I'm pretty sure. Well, I guess he's just crazy, but still, he feels familiar to me somehow. Really? And what were we doing in that previous life? Were we both nobles? Or maybe we were gods?
Yes, exactly. Gods. You could call us that.
He's definitely delusional. At least he doesn't seem aggressive, so let's see where this goes. And what were we doing as gods? Ruling mortals? Enjoying endless feasts and pleasure?
No, not at all. We were hiding.
He's definitely crazy. But why does it feel like there's a strange truth in his words? I'm sweating in spite of the chill stone walls. I just can't stop myself asking him for more. Hiding? From whom? He waved for Silviya to come closer to the cell door. She was so intrigued that she leaned in without hesitation.
From the black holes.
A wave of agony flashed through her head. The black holes? Why does it sound so familiar? Did I see something like this in a dream? Clutching her head in pain, she stumbled away from the door and fell to her knees. Her vision dimmed. She was close to fainting. And where does this terrible fear come from? She closed her eyes in an attempt to calm down and reclaim control of her body.
You filthy bastard! What have you done to milady? I gave her a pinch of truth and nothing more. We'll show you the truth. Come here.
She heard the sound of the cage door creaking open. And then ruthless blows landing on flesh, swaying from the guards and muffled moans of pain.
Can you walk, milady? May I help you reach your bedroom?
She opened her eyes and felt a little better. It's fine. I can go alone. Please, don't worry.
Are you sure?
She didn't answer, but just pushed his hand away and walked briskly back to the cellar stairs. All the way to her bedroom, she tried her best to calm down. But even after reaching her sanctuary of safety and closing the door behind her hands were shaking. She took some pills in the hope of soothing her racing mind and didn't bother to undress before collapsing onto the bed. I wonder, will Hans join me soon, or will he work until beta day this time? So it's beta day, alpha at night? Don't tell me there's like an omega afternoon or something. She waited for him, counting her breaths and feeling her heartbeats finally slow. When she gave into sleep, he had still not appeared. She opened her eyes and saw a ton of stars around her. She focused her sleepy sight and saw a human figure among them.
So you eventually come to know more. I can sate your thirst, but first, let's train you. As an artist, you percept world differently, deeper than others.
Was that right? That sentence felt a little odd.
You have a bright associative imagination, so you imagine your emotions as paint colors. And before drawing, paints must be placed on a palette. Are you listening, Silviya?
Yes, sure.
Good. Joy represents with yellow color, anger with red, fear with purple, and sadness with blue. It is basic emotions which will help you get throughout your journey. With them, you can change the outcome of dialogue choices. Beware, you can change only dialogue options marked with an eye socket.
Okay.
But enough boring theory, let's have some fun. Ask me something by using emotions.
Ask about his past, ask about his plans. What were our relationship? I could get along with you. Okay, what's this? You're lying about your celestial background. What are you plotting? Must be horrible to hide eternally. Are you going to die soon? It's the sadness. For how long you was looking for me? Okay, I think there's some like typos in there. You're so alone in your cell. Odd English. Yeah, I think it's like time to pull up my notes app. Where's my notepad? Where's my notepad? Notepad. Hey. For how long you was looking for me? I think this game is originally in English. I could be wrong. And I think that one is also a typo. What were our relationship? I guess what was our relationship?
It was bright and passionate. Can you recall that, Silviya? Don't worry, we'll have a chance to restore you. We will have a chance to restore your memories. I think that's supposed to be lost.
So it seems like she used to have a thing with Balthazar. Like it's hinting right now that they used to have a romantic relationship.
But for now, do you want to ask me something else?
Yes, that was fun. Yes, I want more.
Then go ahead. I'm all yours.
Oh! Okay, we can also... For how long were you looking for me?
Prefer to be precise, aren't you? It feels like it took forever. But it's difficult to estimate precisely. The time concept works different in the void, you know. I'm fascinated you asked that. I see you're interested. Do you want to know something else? Yes.
Okay, the void? Must be horrible to hide eternally? Is that supposed to be eternally? I feel like it's supposed to be eternally. Oh! Thank you for the cheese, Cypher.
Of course, you chose this. Our world is full of horrors after all. Yes, it was horrible indeed. So that's why I'm here, to change my life. And to warn everyone about the great danger. I'm glad you're aware of that.
Do you want to know something else? Sure. What if we ask him what if we do the angry option and we say you're lying about your celestial background?
Whoa, are you a lore digger? No, I am not. How dare you to say something like that after you were there with me? In any case,
do you want to talk about something else? Yes. Okay. I'm just gonna do all the options just because I can. I could get along with you.
Are you here for some romance? I can definitely provide some. I knew you do remember me. Does that stars on my body give you a hint?
I think that's another typo. I'm assuming then that... maybe either this game was not originally made in English, or the people who are developing it are not native English speakers. I'm looking at the language section on Steam, and it supports a bunch of different languages, but only English has full audio. So maybe whoever the studio developing this, just English isn't their main language. It's Sebastian and Abigail. Oh my god. All you see is Stardew Valley. Does she eat rocks? No, she doesn't. I don't think so.
Never mind. I'm happy to hear you fell into me again.
Okay. There's quite a lot of typos. Do you want to know more? I mean, I get it. Like, there's lots of like different combinations, like, because you can select an emotion to affect the dialogue. There's like that basically like multiplies the number of lines, right? So there's bound to be more typos, but like it's just an odd amount of typos. Like, we're only in the very beginning. What are you plotting?
Yes, interrogate me.
He's really not beating the masochist allegations.
But let me answer to you in role. Me? Plotting? No way, Silviya. I'm just a poor prisoner who was given to you as a marriage gift. Soon I will prove I can be useful. Besides that, do you want to know more? Yes. Are you going to die soon? Wow, a dramatic one. Is that because I'm jailed in your basement? No, Silviya, I'm not going to die. At least I'm not planning to. I'm glad you worry about me anyway. Besides that. Okay, do you want to ask? Okay, we've got one more thing. We could just ask it without any emotion, by the way. You're so alone in your cell. Yes, have a little pity on me. But let's see. Do I need any? Another typo. Sorry, last one, but didn't Sebastian live in a basement? Oh my god. This is different. He's a prisoner in a basement. He didn't choose to be in this basement. Want to join me? No. Or just haven't decided yet. Just kidding. Don't mind. Okay, let's try asking without any emotion. Ask about his past. Got it, got it. You shouldn't repeat yourself twice. We're skipping this boring tutorial. Anyway, you can come back and pass this dialogue later by using the load feature. What? Okay. I didn't think the game would actually trigger that. He came closer and whispers in her ear. That is another typo. At the very least, do they not run this through a grammar checker? Because I think like Grammarly would catch most of these. I hope you saved before this choice. No, I didn't fucking save. I should have though. Shit, shits McGee. Oh well. At that moment, her conversation partner transformed into something. Something unexplainable and eldritch. Maybe this is like the final romance character. Looks like the owner of the game studio is from Denmark and the game dev is from Ukraine. Okay, that makes sense. English is probably not their native language then. What's going on? What is this thing? Your relationship with unknown increased. Oh my god, can we actually romance this thing? I kind of want to just for the shits and giggles. Silviya can gain understanding of the true nature of the world and herself personally. This happens by building a relationship with the unknown. Suddenly, a far voice called her name. Lady Silviya. Who's calling me? What's going on? Another typo. They forgot the S. Oh, wait. Was it just a dream? She was laid with eyes closed for quite some time, returning to the reality. Oh, we're in the beta day now. Lady Silviya! Your husband! Hans is... That was a horrible beginning of beta day. No one knew how or why, but Hans was dead. My maiden Cassiopeia, our butler Gilbert, and I tried to save Hans's life, but his wounds were fatal. I mean, Pookie, half his face is missing. I don't know how you can save that. I think it's supposed to be my maid? Unless I'm wrong, but I will note this for now. It's just in context, is that not supposed to be maid? The wounds were caused not by a man, but by a beast. I spoke to all the estate's residents, desperate for any clues. No one could explain to me how such a feral creature could break into such a well-guarded place. You can define Silviya's relationship with her husband with your next choice. My dear Hans. You are always busy. I can't imagine my life without you. Ah!
Bro, at this point, I feel like I'm gonna be saving every decision. You were always busy? You were always busy. Even in this painting, you're sitting with your papers. Smiling not at me, but at your own thoughts. Oh, our relationship with him decreased. But I'm no different from you, Hans. I, as an artist, painted this picture while posing for it after all. I wouldn't trust anyone else to paint us. You gained some sadness, +1 sadness. Oh, so we have to gain emotion before we can use it. Just out of curiosity, what if I say that like, oh, we can't live without him? I can't imagine my life without you. I, as an artist, painted this picture while posing for it. Okay, same thing. Who else in this estate would know how to create true art? You gained some anger. Okay, so this one gives us anger. You need to be an editor for these visual novel people. I mean, it's just, you know, it's simple proofreading. I'm sure if they like, there's like companies you can hire to like proofread your stuff if you really wanted to. But, you know, Grammarly is free and that would catch most of these typos. Silviya placed a hand on her husband's portrait. Don't worry, my love. I'll find out what really happened to you. She gently stroked the portrait, feeling every brushstroke on Hans's face. Your relationship with Hans increased. Suddenly, footsteps approached. Maybe she's not our maid, because like she is dressed very nicely. She's so pretty. Let me go in the glossary. A maiden who can also be referred to as a lady in waiting. Okay, maybe it's not a typo. Because it's like... Yeah, it's not the maid I'm thinking of. Okay. I'm just going to remove that from my list. So, lady in waiting.
Oh, Silviya, couldn't you sleep either? I don't blame you. My heart still refuses to slow. But don't worry. That police officer will be here before long. I heard he's handsome. So, tell me, what are my chances?
You can change Silviya's dialogue options? Okay. Make her see reason, tease her. I only have anger. Shame her? Suggest a competition. Oh! Oh, shit. I don't wanna shame her because, you know, what if we suggest a competition? Your chances? What about my chances?
Oh, so you'd like a friendly competition? Are you sure you're up to that?
Are you questioning my abilities?
I wouldn't dare. I'm just reminding you who you're up against, milady.
Cassiopeia globula, my maiden. She's my best friend. Like, why do I gotta decrease my relationship with these people? Is it not in my best interest to increase it? Since we first met, we've been closely aligned. She really knows how to help me fight my anxiety. You gained some joy. Silviya will gain emotions during her conversations with other characters. Someone knocked on the door. After a brief pause, the butler entered the room. Oh, that's our butler. Okay. He bowed respectfully before speaking.
Milady Nebula, Detective Shard has arrived.
Please show him to the drawing room, Gilbert.
At once, milady.
I won't distract you further then. I'm sure you'll appreciate some privacy. Besides, I must prepare my own plans for this evening.
Alone with her thoughts at last, Silviya left the bedroom. Narrow corridors led her through the house. She hated the long, windowless corridors. There was something eerie about them. Finally, she reached the drawing room. All right, Silviya.
Get your thoughts together. You need this detective's help, even if he is a commoner. So tell him what he needs to know, and then we'll see what happens.
Good. Oh, his fingers are blue and they're kind of transparent? Is it supposed to be like that?
Good afternoon, Milady Nebula. Please accept my condolences for your terrible loss.
Thank you.
Detective Matthew Shard is at your service, milady.
Silviya held out her hand and Matthew kissed it.
You may call me Matthew if you wish.
She smiled at him. It was a smile she had cultivated over the years. And took a step back. Welcome to the Nebula Estate, Matthew. Please, won't you take a seat? He looks too young to be an experienced detective. Is he in training?
Thank you for your hospitality, Milady Nebula. If we may get started, I have a few questions for you.
Of course. That's precisely why I asked him to come here. Silviya nodded silently, her smile polite. His interrogation continued until beta night.
So it's beta day, beta night, and then alpha night? Or is it just like you get alpha days and beta days?
And my last question for today. Do you suspect anyone, milady?
Impress him? Brag about my wedding gift? Ask for legal protection? Flatter him? I don't know, man. So many options. So many options. Maybe ask for legal protection? I don't know. I don't know what flattering him would do.
I don't suspect anyone, but I need legal protection. I do not want to be held responsible for a crime I didn't commit.
Girl, that just makes you sound more sus.
Do not worry, milady. I won't let the culprit get away with this, whoever they are.
Thank you for your kind words and your professionalism, Matthew.
Not at all, Milady Nebula. That's my job.
Okay, relationship increase. What if we flatter him? I'm just curious as to what this does.
I don't suspect anyone, but I'm sure you'll find the truth, though. I read a great review of your work in the newspaper. Impressive, Matthew. I'm certain you will be able to help me, too.
Oh, it's really nothing, milady.
Oh, he's blushing.
Thank you for your kind words, though. In any case, that's what I'm here for, to solve crimes.
Okay, relationship increased.
So, thank you for your time.
Well, we were, I don't know if it'll come back to bite us in the ass, but we did have, we are having some friendly competition with Cassiopeia.
That will be all then. I still need to question the other residents of the estate. Lady Nebula, I see you have finished speaking with the detective. I must inform you he will be staying on the Nebula estate tonight. He apologizes for the inconvenience, with all due respect.
That's the correct spelling, right? It's just me being Canadian, right? That's expecting a Z. I think that's fine. Is it? I'm pretty sure that's an accepted spelling. It's just me being with my Canadian brain.
But he trusts you will understand why it is necessary. It'll be too dangerous to travel back to town by the time he has finished his interrogations.
I have a few questions. Why must he stay? Why is it dangerous? Who allowed him to stay? Why is it dangerous?
You say it is dangerous for our detective to leave. Why is that? The detective does not seem like someone who would easily be scared. He's hardly likely to be devoured by wild animals on the short trip back into town.
No, indeed, my Lady Nebula.
But
I was referring to the cosmic weather forecast.
Good thing nobody called Basil here. Oh, I'm sorry, Basil.
You may have forgotten in all the excitement, but tomorrow is an Alpha Day.
You know how dangerous it is for anyone to be outside on such days.
Even for commoners like Matthew and I.
Of course, so no drawing in the garden tomorrow.
That is correct, milady, for your own safety. But do not worry, Cassiopeia and I will work together to create the perfect schedule for you.
I do not doubt it, Gilbert.
At your service, milady.
Why must he stay? We already know why. Who allowed him to stay?
The detective is allowed to remain on the estate. I do not recall discussing such a permission with him.
That is because the permission came from your mother-in-law, Matrona Nebula.
Oof. I wonder if the mother-in-law is gonna be difficult.
I should remind you that Matrona Nebula is now the official head of the Nebula family.
Vivian. Of course.
She always was the head of this.
She always was the head of this household, even when Hans was alive.
And she has always disliked me.
Never mind. Okay, we are not gonna get a good mother-in-law. Why must he stay?
Why does he need to stay any longer?
Well, milady, Nebula, Matthew Shard is a most thorough detective. He intends to collect all possible evidence, talk to all witnesses, and inspect the crime scene, among other things. Therefore, he will stay here until his work is complete, after which we can continue to live in peace. But he informs me that nobody can leave the estate before then, due to this being the scene of a grave crime.
So am I right in thinking that we are all suspects in that case? I do believe you are correct, milady.
Something in his stance made Silviya wonder if Gilbert was hiding something behind his back. She glanced in the mirror to try and see what the butler was concealing.
What could it be, I wonder?
He noticed her searching gaze and took a half step away from the mirror.
What's going on, Gilbert? Are you hiding something?
Milady Nebula, you have sharp eyes indeed.
He moved aside and revealed a dog sitting patiently behind him.
I found this puppy wandering around the grounds.
He looks so much like my old pet, John. Oh, John. I had not realized until now just how much I miss my old companion.
Oh, you gained some sadness, John Lamel. It is a, it's not a name I hear most people call their dog.
I thought you might appreciate some extra moral support at such a trying time.
Thank you, Gilbert. Oh, by the bright stars, how sweet he is. Is he really just a puppy? He's so large.
Hey, large breeds get big really fast. Like, I remember with Happy and Lucky, people were like bamboozled when I told them that they were only 11 months, but they were like huge.
Despite his size, he's still just a child at heart. I assure you of that, milady.
Silviya nodded, satisfied with the answer. She looked at the puppy.
I shall call you John too, in honor of my old companion.
Okay, this is going to be John the Second.
I would love to spend the rest of the evening playing with you, but there is still so much I must attend to.
As a noble, Silviya must plan her schedule for each day. As most of today has already passed, she only needs to decide how to spend the evening. Okay. Morning was Hans dead. This morning, I found Hans's body. This afternoon, I talked with Matthew. Okay. Evening, I must try to find more evidence in Hans's diary, or I can't wait to play with John. Oh! I want to play with John so bad. Hold on. I think there was something in my email that mentioned this. Let me look quickly. If you choose play with a dog and then call chambermaid, you may see a creepy little surprise. Let me save. Because my god, do I want to play with John.
I've made my decision. Matthew's interrogation was exhausting. My new pet needs attention. I can't ignore that. She looked at the puppy with a serious expression. From now on, your name is John, and you are part of my family. Please make yourself at home, but be sure to behave well. If you will assist me, Gilbert. We need to find John a bowl and make sure he's well fed.
Right away, milady Nebula. Her relationship with Gilbert increased. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, we get a little picture. Oh, that's so cute. Silviya's introduction to the new family member went very well.
This puppy behaves just like my previous pet, even though he looks a little different.
Your relationship with John increased? Oh! Hold on. I have to have the best relationship with John. Is he in the schedule? Not the schedule. Oh my god, he is in the sketchbook. How sweet. He's so cute. Oh, look at my sweet boy. And we've got the unknown. We've got Cassiopeia. Oh god, they're so pretty. Gilbert. I love how scuffed some of these sketches look. Okay.
The evening flew by in the blink of an eye. By midnight, Silviya's lying on the bed, her arms flung out to the sides in exhaustion. John was very playful, so Silviya lost track of time.
Aw, the way her expression softens when she looks at John.
Sometimes this is all one needs to be happy. You gain some joy. It was a wonderful meeting, my friend. Stay here. You can sleep at my side. Oh no! Where has your water bowl gone? We must solve this problem right away.
I can't not hear Gilbert the French way. What is Gilbert in the French way? Gilbert. I don't know.
I won't let you die of thirst overnight.
Call a chambermaid for help. Okay, there's supposed to be something spoopy.
Silviya reached for the bell on her nightstand.
Ding, ding, ding.
Woof. I use this bell to call my chambermaid, Willow. There's no need to worry, John.
Gilbert.
John's face showed disapproval.
Your relationship with John decreased? Is John sentient? Like, I feel like John's not just a dog.
No approaching footsteps were heard, but the servant suddenly called to her through the door.
Lady Nebula, did you ring for me?
Yes, Willow. Please come in. I have a small task for you. Willow appeared in the room and closed the door silently behind her.
Not gonna lie, I wasn't gonna say it, but John was giving FMA girl dog. Yeah, there's just something not quite right about John.
Willow, this is John. He's a new resident of this estate. Willow performed an elegant curtsy. It's a pleasure to meet you, Master John. I'm Willow, Milady's chambermaid, at your service. Willow, could you please bring John a fresh bowl of water? At once, Milady. She disappeared from the bedroom as silently as she had entered it. Willow's an excellent servant, even though she can appear shy and timid. She's also a good listener. Her pale, almost blue skin makes her stand out from the other commoners. She may have experienced hard times before she began working at the Nebula estate. My father told me that every commoner has a physical flaw. It's usually something related to minerals.
Gilbert, for example, has a gem where his left eye should be. Matthew has puppet-like fingers and they are blue. There must be something more significant than just a birth defect behind such things. However, commoners tend to avoid this topic, treating it as something sacrilegious. Interesting, interesting. Perhaps I should ask Gilbert about it next time the opportunity arises. She was lost in thought when she felt someone staring at her. It was John. Oh, I hate that. Their eyes met and he smiled. I hate that. I fucking hate that. I fucking... And the ad started too. I can't look at it. It's giving smile dog. Oh, that made my skin crawl. No. I didn't want to say anything. Bro, I'm gonna cry. I knew there was nothing right with that damn dog. Y'all, like, look how cute he is. I know, there's something sinister underneath. I don't want to be mean to a dog, but what type of dog has bangs? John does look like he's wearing a wig a little bit. I'm like, no, this motherfucker looks like a human. Ah! I was praising the Samoyed. Yeah, I'm assuming that's original John, the Samoyed, the fluffy white dog that we saw in the one portrait. But oh my god, this John is like, because I was told there would be a little creepy surprise, and I was like, I don't see a creepy little surprise. Is the surprise Willow? But nope, there we go. Why does she think this dog looks like the Samoyed? You know, I don't know. I thought maybe she was referring to the behavior of the dog. Anyways, we will, there we go, there's Willow. Wow. Maybe I don't want to hang out with John next time. And the forward-looking eyes. Yeah, everything together with the smiles, just oof. Okay, we're gonna read through the glossary. Okay, Nebula. The Nebula family is one of the most powerful noble families in town. Silviya's husband Hans was the head of the family, but now that role belongs to his mother, Vivian Nebula. The nobles are the ruling minority that govern the country. Power rests with a small group of noble families and is passed down from one generation to the next. The majority of the country's population consists of commoners. They have a variety of occupations, including farming, crafts, and serving in noble households. Commoners recognize the authority of the nobility and require their guidance and governance. Okay, what's Alpha Night? Alpha Night is the best time for stargazing as the weather is always clear. The sky takes on a violet hue and violet particles float in the air. Black holes. Among the ordinary folk, there are legends that say a completely dark sky is never seen. Instead, the darkness surrounding the stars actually comes from black holes, which are gradually swallowing up the stars one by one. There are so many stars that we just haven't noticed the difference. So is Balthazar and like Silviya, are they like stars, so to speak? I think we need to see it through, hang out with John until he diddles us to our bad ending. Yeah, I don't know, maybe he eats us in our sleep. The dog reminds me of Alucard from Hellsing. Oh yeah, when he's in his dog form, just a little bit. Okay, we have Beta Day. During Beta Day, the radiation level is low enough to go outside and enjoy the warm red light. The sky takes on a red hue and red particles float in the air. Okay, so there's some sort of radiation thing going on. Artist. The gift of a true artist is rare and highly prized among noble families. Artists hone their craft to perform special rituals, including the birth ritual and the healing ritual. Maybe that's what Silviya was trying to do when Hans had like half his face missing. Maybe she was trying to do a healing ritual. Emotions. Every event that Silviya experiences evokes certain emotions. As an artist, she stores these emotions in her emotion palette and uses them to influence the people around her. The emotion palette is Silviya's visual representation of the power she has for controlling emotions. Each color represents one of the basic emotions. We've already gone through that. Void. A dimension of existence where physical matter does not exist, but souls take on form. This term is used in ancient texts and legends, and it is synonymous with the astral world. Okay, then we have maiden. A maiden who can also be referred to as a lady-in-waiting is a woman who attends to a royal or noblewoman. She is typically of high social rank herself. Her duties include accompanying the lady in public and private settings, assisting with dressing, correspondence, and social engagements, and acting as a companion and confidant. Why does that feel like it was taken out of a Wikipedia article? Butler. A butler is the chief male servant in a household. He is responsible for managing other staff, overseeing meals, the wine cellar, and all silverware, and ensuring that the noble home runs smoothly. The term butler can also be used more informally to refer to any personal attendant or helper. Okay, globula. The Globulas are one of the other noble families in town. They are renowned for their expertise in the arts as well as their passion for extravagant entertainment. The Globulas are close friends with the Nebulas and members of the two families, often spending time together. Cassiopeia Globula was chosen as maiden for Silviya to help her make a proper debut into high society. I mean, I'm noticing so far that all these names are kind of like star, galaxy related. Globula, Nebula. I'm pretty sure Cassiopeia is a constellation. I could be wrong. I don't know if Silviya is. Detective. Police officer who investigates crimes. Silviya hired Detective Matthew Shard to investigate her husband's murder. Okay, Beta Night. Beta Night is characterized by a yellow sky, always shrouded in fog. The stars are usually not visible, and yellow particles float in the air. Cosmic forecast. A forecast used to set clocks according to the alpha and beta days and nights of the current cycle. Court astronomers are responsible for compiling the celestial forecast, while the noble families employ their own astronomers. Okay, what's Alpha Day? Alpha Day is the time when radiation is at its strongest and the light is very bright. During this time, people close their windows and curtains and stay indoors until Alpha Night. But the white particles floating in the air can still seep in, even through closed windows. Matrona. The female head of a noble house, a noble woman may become a matrona if her husband or son dies with no other heirs. Vivian Nebula became such a matrona after the sudden death of her son Hans. Okay, then we've got chambermaid. I'm gonna skip that. Commoners too. Most commoners have physical differences from nobles. These differences are always connected to minerals, and they can manifest as varied skin tone or even the presence of stones growing on their bodies. For example, Gilbert the butler of the Nebula family has a gemstone in place of one of his eyes. Interesting. I'm curious to know more about the lore of this place. Alright, are you guys ready to look at John again? You gained some fear. A knock on the door distracted her.
It is I, milady. I brought the bowl.
Please, come in. Willow appeared silently in the bedroom and placed the bowl in front of the dog. That dog is going to disembowel us? Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. John approached the bowl and immediately started lapping up the water, just like a normal dog. Silviya was staring at him, watching for any unusual behavior.
I will send you to Jesus.
Is there anything else I can do for you, milady?
Huh? Oh, Willow, you're still here. Forgive me. You may leave the rest to me. Good night, Willow.
Good night, milady.
Silviya turned to John. He had finished his lapping and now licked his nose. He looked like a normal dog. She looked at John for quite some time, but decided not to move closer to him. I am clearly very, very tired. Now I really must rest. She lay down on the bed so she could keep an eye on John. The vision of his unnatural smile was still stuck in her head. Exhausted, she quickly fell asleep. But in the dead of night, Silviya opened her eyes to find herself floating in outer space. Stars surrounded her. In the distance, two black holes were spinning around each other. Where am I? Is this a dream? Yes, this must be a dream. It can't possibly be real. Welcome to my humble world, darling. That voice. Hans? How is this possible? You gained some fear. Dead?
No, darling. That's where you're wrong. I prefer to call it changed. But that's not so accurate either.
Ask about his ascension? That's locked? What do you mean that's locked? Is it because our relationship's not high enough? I'm assuming it's because our relationship's not high enough. Smash. How can I join you? Recognize him as Hans? You're not my husband. I don't have any other emotion. I must run, run. I must run, run. I must run, run. Blame myself. Was it Baltazar who killed you? Okay, that one's a typo. I'm gonna make note of that. Okay. I must run. Okay, I'm gonna save first. Don't have enough blue emotions? No, my guess is that my relationship isn't high enough about Hans. Ask about his ascension. Or you know what? It could be that if we had gone to his diary, we would have found out about whatever this ascension thing is talking about. I'm gonna go with "You're not my husband." Hopefully, you're not my husband. I never cared for him that much anyway. Oh, this is gonna lead to a decrease in our relationship, isn't it? In fact, we were practically strangers.
Oh, how sweet. Then how did you end up marrying him?
Should I tell him? I mean, I want to know.
It's simple, really. All I wanted was to escape from my parents' home.
That's it. Was your motivation so banal?
Well, it was and it wasn't. My parents had been cold towards me since I was very young. As I grew older, I realized that they were afraid of me.
Did you ever think you might have been adopted?
Yes, I did. So I decided to keep my truth hidden from society, whatever it may be. The marriage proposal was an opportunity for my parents to remove such an untrustworthy descendant from the family.
Do you still believe you have ignoble origins?
Not at all. I feel like I'm a noble anyway, just not one who came from my parents. You gained some joy. It seems like you know more than I do. Would you tell me the truth?
Well, only partly, and only later. I presume you still remember how to use your noble powers. It's natural for each noble. The only question is when their powers will awaken. You have a great gift, the power to control others with your emotions. It is time for you to learn how to use that gift properly. Otherwise, your emotions will take control of you. When the morning comes, try visualizing your emotions. Imagine that your emotions are real objects with their own distinct properties. Then try to shape them. Discard the ones that don't serve you and combine the important ones. Experiment.
A loud roar swept through the void. He looked around, his face suddenly anxious.
Our time is up for tonight, darling. Oh, and one more thing. Do not trust anyone on the estate. Especially not Vivian. From now on, I am the only one you can trust.
But that is sus. You know, the last person who said that to me fed me osmanthus soup and I died from it. So, I'm not gonna believe it this time. But, wait. Oh, that's the end of the demo. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go back and choose some of the other options. I know there were some other ones that we did not explore. Let's I'm curious as to what happens if we go to Hans. Let's try going like full on Hans.
Hans needs my support. I hope I can be a good wife for him. I must be perceived as one at least. I can't leave my husband on his own, especially on our wedding night.
Okay. She made her way through the crowded ballroom.
He must be in his study, poring over his papers as usual.
She reached the door and was about to knock when it opened.
Oh, Silviya, it's you. Has the ball finished yet? I'm so tired of all this commotion.
It really feels like he was waiting for me to come after him. Or is that just my imagination? Yes, or it will be soon anyway. I was looking for you too.
Suddenly, he grabbed her by the waist and pulled her towards him. Am I ready for intimacy with Hans? Softly reject him, accept the intimacy, or remind him about the deal. Ooh, interesting. What if we remind him about the deal? Silviya pushed him away. Perhaps a little too forcefully.
Hans, what are you doing? This wasn't part of our deal.
Have you already forgotten who is the head of the Nebula House?
You've not been the head for long. Take your time or you might make a fatal mistake.
How dare you, after I invited you into my home.
Oopsies. Time to load. Very possessive? It seems so. What if we softly reject him? She gently pushed him away.
Not now, my love. We're too tired.
Oh, decreased.
Ah, I see. You want to do it when we're at full power. An excellent idea. Let's wait, then.
He's hiding his disappointment behind playfulness, but I can see through it.
It's a blessing and a curse to be an empathetic person.
Okay. What if we accept?
Silviya leaned in close and wrapped her hands around the back of his neck. After a long, deep kiss, she gazed into his eyes and opened her mouth to speak. He ran his fingers along her lips before silencing them with the burning kiss.
No need for words, darling. Let's go somewhere where we can be ourselves.
With that, he picked her up and carried her to their bedroom. The sheets were soft and fresh, but it seemed like he was in no mood for savoring the moment as he quenched his thirst on her. Their wedding clothes abandoned, they gave into their passion. She had never seen him sleep so peacefully, but she couldn't quench her thirst the way he could. She opened her eyes and saw a ton of stars around her. She focused her sleepy sight and saw a human figure among them.
Long time no see, Silviya. This is important, so listen carefully.
There's another typo.
As now you're part of Nebula House, I have to make sure you will not fail my great name. As an artist, you perceive the world differently, deeper than others.
Okay, so this is the tutorial, but with Hans instead of Balthazar. Okay, we're gonna skip this. This is mostly the same. Okay, ask me something by... Okay, we're gonna ask him... I'm actually gonna save just in case, because we get to learn more about him now. How was your childhood?
I remember the golden times when I was the only child. My parents were strict, especially my mother. They put high hopes on me because one day I must fulfill my destiny.
I think that's another typo.
And then appeared my siblings, Victor and Emily. Fortunately, I'm outstanding among them, so there is no worthy competition for me here.
Do I want to ask him more? This is so fun. Yes, I want to ask more.
Then what are you waiting for?
I can't wait to spend our honey cycle? Is that like basically honeymoon?
Yes, likewise, darling. I really like your mood, but you know I have a lot of work nowadays. I hope you can forgive your busy husband. After all, I'm trying to make a better future for us. There's another typo.
Okay, we are gonna ask everything I can. You hate all of your family, don't you?
Ouch, a dangerous topic. You know I do. They are all selfish and mean. We don't love each other at all. That is all because of power. But this is how nobles live. This is how nobles live looks like.
I think that's a typo. Oops. I accidentally spelled bobles instead of nobles.
The higher you climb, the harder the fall.
Okay, what else can we ask? You just plan to use my skills as an artist. Oh, I get... I can kind of guess what their deal is now. She marries him, she gets out of her parents' house, and he gets an artist.
You know me better than I thought. Well, you know I am. To be an artist is a rare gift. House Nebula needs it, and you know it. That is a part of our deal, after all. What did you expect?
I like how this is like Hans, but with a question mark. Do you have a sworn enemy?
Straight to the business, aren't we? An enemy? I have a lot of them. All nobles, of course. You even can't imagine how hostile noble society is.
I think that is typo. You even can't imagine how hostile. I wonder what magical powers artists have. From what I understand, they can influence the emotions of others. Based on... There should be like a... Oh, our glossary is not... Okay. From what I understand, artists can like influence the emotions of others. Yeah, as an artist, she stores these emotions in her emotion palette and uses them to influence the people around her. So for someone like Hans, that is a very useful tool to have.
That's why noble families are making such alliances we made with you.
Okay. Am I fitting your expectations?
Where do these self-doubts come from? Absolutely, of course. Otherwise, why would I marry you, darling?
Okay, then we have sadness. Is it hard to be a head of the family?
Oh, that's so sweet of you. Yes, no doubt it is. I must manage everything for the family, participate in a lot of meetings to keep prestige of the house. Besides that, make decisions for different groups of commoners. That's a hustle, but I'm holding it well.
Okay, what should I use Balthazar for?
Jumping into a spicy topic, yes. As I said, you may draw him, or force
To help for care about household. I think that is another typo because that was weird.
Obviously, we can use him in our love affairs.
Wink. So what I'm understanding is Hans is open to a threesome?
But primarily, I'm planning to use him as an advisor in my researches. You see, he's a very special man with a very unique set of skills. I can even tell you both are some kind of similar in your uniqueness.
I'm assuming if we just pick now, it's gonna end the tutorial. Got it, got it. You shouldn't repeat yourself twice. We're skipping this boring tutorial. Okay, yeah. He came close and whispers in her ear. Hope you saved before this choice. Okay. And then the Eldritch. Okay. Are we gonna wake up to Hans dead? I'm just skipping until I come across something. Your husband Hans is... That was the beginning of Horrible Beta Day. Okay, we've gone through this then. I still don't know how to skip. Like, there should be a skip button. And I thought it would be K, because that's normally what the skip button is. Assuming they're using the same engine that most people use for visual novels, but I don't know what it is. Because otherwise there's like a manual skip button somewhere, but I don't see it. Oh, the skip button is, after choices? No. Skip unseen text. No, I want to skip seen text though. Keep going with I can't imagine my life without you. Okay, Cassiopeia. I'm gonna save here just in case, and we are gonna go load. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's do... Hold on. Okay, last time we suggested a competition. What happens if we shame her?
Please don't drag me into your peculiar fantasies. No man seems to escape your hungry gaze. I, however, still have my dignity. Unlike me, right?
An awkward silence fell.
Listen, Cassiopeia. I didn't mean that. I know. I just thought a little distraction might help, milady. You've been through quite an ordeal. Besides, why would I only be gazing at men?
Cassiopeia confirmed by? What if I say she's such an annoying person? She needs to grow up. I feel like I can't rely on her for important matters. Wow, decreased. Hope she doesn't say something silly to the detective. Or worse, something that will get me in trouble. Oh, okay, so this we get angry. Someone knocked on the door. Okay. Cass confirmed smashable. I feel like you could probably even smash Gilbert. Okay, what happens if... What if we do this, but we don't, like, choose an emotion? What if we tease her? You're looking for trouble again. Have you already forgotten how your last affair ended?
Oh, I see. You're jealous of me. Have you already set your sights on him, Silviya? With Hans, only just.
Me? Wherever did you get that idea? For the sake of the eclipse. I only invited him here because of the murder investigation.
I know. I'm just trying to lighten the mood, milady. And your secret is safe with me, but you'd better get ready to meet your detective.
Okay. What do we say if we make her see reason? Really, Cassiopeia? A commoner? It's not fitting for a lady in your position to associate with such people.
Associate? Who says I have to be so serious? It'd only be for one night. You know the Globular family, Silviya. This is just our nature.
Yes, you are a Globula through and through, and not in only matters of the heart.
Oh, stop flattering me. Anyway, you'd better get ready to meet your handsome detective.
Okay. What are some other... Okay, what if we tease her, right? And then my best friend. So now we've got joy and anger. And we're gonna like talk to the detective. I'm just curious as to what happens if we can use anger on the detective. Okay, we're just gonna skip. Okay, let's save. God, I'm gonna lose track of all my saves. I know I will. Flatter him, ask for legal protection, brag about my wedding gift. We haven't chosen this option yet. I'm curious. Brag about my wedding gift. You know, Hans gave me a very unusual wedding gift.
Really? And what was that, Milady Nebula?
She opened a drawer and retrieved the spiked necklace. Here, a necklace. She held it up to her neck without fastening it. Well, does it suit me?
Pretty much.
Oh, relationship decreased. He doesn't look excited. These commoners, they know nothing about true art.
I apologize for my rudeness, but milady, do you know how your husband obtained it?
It's merely a tool to control my new slave. Oh! I'm not surprised it decreased even more.
Slave? May I speak with them?
What a silly question. Why does he even need to speak with a slave? For that, you must ask for permission from Matrona Nebula. Now that Hans is gone, she is head of the family.
I see. Well, thank you for your time.
I must go and question. Okay. When he reached the door, he looked back.
One more thing, milady. I forgot to ask for the prisoner's name.
I believe it is Balthazar. He whispered something to himself before leaving the room, but Silviya heard it.
As I thought.
Wait, what? Does he know Balthazar? Something tells me I'll regret those words of mine. Whoa, decreased even more. Wow, that was the first time I've ever had a relationship decrease so much. Okay, what happens if we go back? I'm gonna choose the options without emotion. Give him nothing more. Fortunately, I do not suspect anyone. That's it. Better than giving him false clues. Understood. Thank you for your time. Okay. Relationship decreased. All right. That last sentence came out too dry. He probably expected me to reveal more. It's okay. When I'll know more, I'll tell him. For now, though, that's enough. Okay, interesting. And if we share my fears, there's no one I suspect, but I fear for my life. After all, that monster, or whoever it was, could still be lurking nearby. You gain some fear.
Do you not trust your own servants, should the guards be replaced?
Unfortunately, I don't think any guard could handle such a creature.
I see you need to rest, Milady Nebula. I apologize for the long interrogation. And thank you for your time.
Did the relationship decrease or... Okay, it decreased. I guess I said too much. Now he'll think I'm crazy. Wow. Maybe I can only increase the relationship with the joy options. Impress him. I'm afraid there's no one I suspect. I'm confident we will discover the truth, however, together. I'm sure I can discover more information that would be useful for your investigation.
Lady Nebula, there is really no need for you to go to such trouble. As a professional, please allow me to do my job. Do not misunderstand me. A serious crime has been committed and justice must be served. But my conscience will not allow me to put you in any danger. Please promise that you will not take any initiative without first consulting me.
Silviya smiled politely and nodded.
Well then, thank you for your time. I have to go now.
Okay. As if a commoner could decide what I should do. Okay, relationship decreased. Wow. Anyway, I know I'll find a way to impress him. Interesting. So what if I'm angry with him? This emotion doesn't change the outcome. Oh, the emotion feels useless here. Okay, that's interesting. How dare he suspect him? Show him my majesty. How dare he suspect me? You think it was me? I am your employer. How dare you suggest my involvement in this crime? Please calm down, Milady Nebula. That is not at all what I meant. But you must understand that I have to consider all possibilities. Okay, relationship decreased.
Thank you for your time. Now I must go. Okay. What is wrong with me? I need to control myself. After all, I'm a noble. I really shouldn't give him any reason to suspect me. Even if I do have an alibi. I have to be careful from now on. Interesting. Okay, and then if we show him my majesty. I've told you everything I know. I'm afraid you don't recognize who you're talking to. I'm the only artist in this noble family. Bloody tentacles appeared behind Silviya. Fear spread across Matthew's face. Lady Nebula, Indeed, how could such a commoner understand? I ensure the health of every noble, and I am responsible for the next generation. Lady Nebula, please. It was not my intention to be disrespectful. All I want is to... Enough. You're here to work. So do your job and find the criminal, and stop bothering me with your annoying questions. You gain some anger. Silviya can try to calm some of her emotions, but be careful. This approach can cause the emotion to return or intensify. I dare not detain you any longer. Okay. What is this feeling? It seems as though I'm experiencing pleasure from that man's fear. Silviya, a sadist confirmed? You gained some joy? Am I really so cruel? I can sometimes surprise myself, but I've never scared myself before. You gained some fear. Your relationship with Unknown increased. Whoa! Yes, it must be these stressful surroundings. I should definitely take better care of myself. Interesting, interesting. I can't remember if there was an option for fear. Because I think when I did this, I'm trying to figure out if I can, hold on. Okay, not this one. I can't imagine my life without you. I think this is supposed to give me, no, that's anger. What I want is sadness. You are always busy. So we're gonna get some sadness. Okay. We're gonna save here. What happens if we're sad with her? Flirt with her? Whoa! Change the subject. Okay, we're gonna change the subject first. I don't know, Cassiopeia. I'm so lost. With Hans gone. Silviya, It's fine. I know you didn't mean anything by it. I'm just not in the mood. I hope you understand. Okay. What if we flirt with her because I need to flirt? Cassiopeia, do you really need another man? Ah, are you jealous? I knew you wanted him for yourself. You misunderstand me. I'm not going to let anyone take you from me. I want to keep you all to myself. Wow, I can tell you're serious about this. I see. In that case, milady, just know you'll have to work hard to win me over. When have I ever shied away from a challenge? Strong words. We'll see if you live up to them, milady. Okay. I'm gonna load. And we're gonna not use an emotion. So that I can have this sadness to talk to the detective. I don't think we can... I don't know if there's a way to trigger fear before I talk to the detective. Okay. So if we just skip. Tell them about the prisoner, share my sorrow, share a suspicion. Okay. We'll save here. Share a suspicion. I believe the murderer is still here. I don't suspect anyone in particular, but I think it must be one of the residents of the estate. Really? And what makes you think that?
Hans used to lock himself in the study from the inside, so that no one would disturb him. I used to knock on the door whenever I wanted to talk with him while he was lost in his papers. Not only out of respect, but because I simply don't have the keys. When we found his body, the door was open, but not broken.
That is a very important detail, Milady Nebula. I'll take that into account.
Relationship increased. Well, thank you for your time. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. What if we tell him about the prisoner? Should I tell the detective about Balthazar? Well, I was the one who called him here. If I can't trust Matthew, can he even help me? Hans bought me a convicted prisoner and brought him to the estate.
Do you suspect this prisoner is your husband's murderer?
Oh, in your husband's murder. I'm not sure. The guards will have been watching over him all night. But still, there's something eerie about him. Matthew wrote something in his notebook.
Has been watched all night, you said. Where can I find him? I would like to interrogate him as well.
Well, you see, he's in the cellar, locked in a cell.
May I speak with him?
For that, you must have to ask for permission, blah, 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 blah. Thank you for your time. What's the prisoner's name? Balthazar, as I thought. I don't think there was a decrease. Okay, no, there was a decrease. Okay. So what if we share my sorrow? Matthew, I simply don't have the strength to speculate. I've just lost my husband. My dear Hans did not deserve such a horrible death. All the happy moments we shared, all the difficult ones too. Her voice cracked. A lump formed in her throat, and tears threatened to spill from her lashes. Oh my god, I think this is the first time we're seeing her crying sprite. She turned away from the detective, instinctively trying to hide her sorrow. You gained some sadness. Okay, same thing. I felt so strong just moments ago, so why now? How inconvenient and unpleasant. Perhaps the shock of losing Hans was so strong that it protected me until this very moment. Then again, maybe I simply feel safe with this man. Whatever the reason, I wanted to tell him how I felt. I don't want to be strong and elegant like a noble should. I just want to be human.
Lady Nebula, I realize that what I'm about to say may not mean very much to you. I cannot share in your grief because we are simply not acquainted enough. We all have our own sorrows, but they are too personal to compare. A loss like this will never make sense. But one thing I know for sure is that we must endure. We must fight for what is right, to change this world for the better.
Silviya looked at Matthew with surprise and appreciation.
Here, milady, take my handkerchief, please.
Thank you, Matthew.
We each have our own role and our own battles to fight.
Take a step closer or remain standing where I am. Oh my goodness. Take a step closer. You can call me Silviya.
Of course, Silviya. It is an honor to receive your permission.
Your relationship with Matthew increased.
Today we are fighting for your husband, so let us win this fight.
You're right. I must be strong. A murderer needs to be exposed. Please, forgive me. Forgive me my sudden weakness.
I have not seen anything worthy of judgment.
Oh, okay, so this route increases his relationship twice.
Anyway, I have to go. I still need to question the other residents of the estate. Thank you for your time, Silviya.
Thank you, Matthew. I'm in your debt. He wants us so bad. He's pretty cute. Okay, interesting. Okay, hold on. Maybe we can get some fear if we go to Balthazar and we like. Hold on. Hold on. I'm scared of him.
Hans gives me the shivers. His behavior screams to me, don't trust him.
This is not how I imagined our relationship would be.
I see.
She's satisfied? Okay. Okay, we met, but in another life. Oh, I forget. We don't have emotions yet here. Okay, I don't think there's like an option here. Okay, yeah, no, okay. I don't think there's a way to trigger fear when talking to Matthew. Like, I don't think. Because after we find Hans dead. Yeah, no, I don't think there's a way to, like, to have fear when talking to him. Okay, we are gonna... I'm just gonna load this one and we're just gonna continue. Proceed without further questions. A puppy! Oh, we got some sadness. Okay, I think this is the schedule. Okay, no. We are gonna go and find evidence in Hans's diary. Gilbert's so cute. They cooked with all the character designs except for you, John. Oh my god, I can't unsee the smile from John. It like haunts me in my nightmares.
I've made my decision.
She looked at the puppy with a serious expression.
From now on, your name is John and you are part of my family.
Okay, yada yada yada. But I must
Put Hans first tonight. I still haven't checked his diary for clues. Gilbert, please look after John. I'm afraid I will be busy this evening.
Your relationship with John decreased.
As you wish, milady Nebula. Did I upset my butler? I've never seen him so downcast. He's usually so calm that he can appear emotionless, like a soldier. Well, I should probably show more respect for his efforts, but that will have to wait until tomorrow.
Is the butler John? What do you mean? I think what it is Gilbert's disappointed because he went out of his way to get us this dog in order to cheer her up, but she's choosing not to play with the dog, so it's kind of feels like a slight at his efforts. Do you think John's going to come at us with a knife? I would not be surprised if she wakes up and John's just there on the bed with a knife in his mouth. Can't believe we have a relationship with that creepypasta. Oh my god, I'm so curious to know more about John.
Later that evening, Silviya was sitting in her bedroom reading Hans's diary. Meanwhile, her chambermaid Willow helped her prepare for bed.
Oh, so if we don't play with John, he's not in our room.
She brushed Silviya's hair in silence, her face expressionless. Silviya didn't usually chat with her much. While Willow may be shy and timid, she is a good listener. Her skin is so pale that it appears... Okay, we've gone through this. She turned the next few pages. As a true noble should be, Hans was versatile. But I'm surprised to learn that he was interested in mysticism.
Do you think he summoned a demon and like shit went wrong?
Now, what is this language? She stared at the page for a few seconds. Wait a minute. How do I know these words were about mysticism in the first place? She tried to read fluently without recognizing the letters, and it worked. She could understand a language she had never seen before. But it didn't take long for exhaustion to set in. I won't be able to read all of this today, but I'll at least make a start. Which topic should I read about?
I don't know if we only get to read about one. We're gonna read about Ascension because that's an option we can ask Hans about later.
Erie Nebula was the first ancestor from the Nebula family to ascend. To access the void, one must reject one's flesh, one's wealth, one's feelings. To ascend, one must also give up those one holds dear. Although, to become truly ascended, one must bring a victim. Oh wait, there's a note in the common language on the corner of this page. Hans's handwriting.
I must avoid that condition. I must involve anyone but myself. I mustn't involve anyone but myself. So did Hans choose to sacrifice himself in order to ascend? This feels like an excuse. I can't trust these words. Anyway, I want to know more. The Ascended became the source of power for the family, being above the sky in a deep, cold void. Here are some of his notes. The term void in old texts usually refers to what is now known as the astral world, the place between a dream and the physical world. In fact, with the proper magnifying tools, one can see a distant reflection of the astral world in the night sky. Because all those shining shards in the sky aren't stars at all. Whoa, that's a lot of mysticism. Could that really be true? Your relationship with Unknown increased. I wish I could ask him about it in person, but I definitely need to find out more. Perhaps I should think about asking someone. Whew, that's enough for today. I'll give it another try tomorrow. Silviya was so engrossed in her reading that she forgot about Willow, who was now finished with her hair. I think that's another typo. That's selfish. The fact that he didn't want to bring anyone else into this, or like the fact that because it seems like he didn't want to have to sacrifice someone to ascend, which makes me wonder, and causing this whole mess. It makes me curious as to why he wanted to avoid that condition. Did he actually like Silviya? She closed the diary and turned to her chambermaid. That's enough reading, Willow. Now I really must sleep. Thank you for your care. You may go.
It was no trouble, milady. Good night.
Good night, Willow. Once Willow left the bedroom, Silviya placed the diary on the bedside table. I must sleep now. To gain the energy I will need to continue uncovering the truth tomorrow. She put the diary down on the nightstand and fell into her bed. Ugh, that was a tough day. She hugged her pillow and started to drift off to sleep. She glanced at their family portrait before closing her eyes. Hans, I swear I will find your murderer. What? Did you see that? Exhausted, she quickly fell asleep. But in the dead of night. Okay, same thing, same thing. Hans. Fear. Ask about his ascension. Okay, we are gonna save right here. There's probably a way I can get also some anger in here, but that's fine. Ask about his ascension. You look so... Does this mean you've ascended? Is that what your diary was about? So, you've been reading my diary. How interesting. Really? Okay, that increased the relationship. I expected no less from you. By the way, do you like it, my new appearance? I think it suits me rather well, don't you? You look horrifying. I really like how you look now. Let's be honest here. You finally shed your physical form. That's marvelous. I'm thrilled with your new look. You gained some joy. I'm so happy to hear those words from you, my love. I stopped to listen. This unexpected reunion. How lucky I am. This godlike creature has visited me. They speak to me. And I will stay here with them. They are a part of me. Oh! Okay! Interesting. Our minds are united. It's like dancing with Hans again. Together, undivided, forever. Silviya felt no need to wake up.
She saw, she felt this was what she'd been dreaming of all this time. Death ending, reunited with Hans. Oh my god, okay, I got a death ending. Interesting. So we can't be too eager. Okay, let's ask about his ascension, and we'll say you look horrifying. You look like a monster, like something that has emerged from the depths of my darkest nightmares.
Are you afraid of me?
I am. You gained some fear. I don't understand how something like you can exist. But you know me. I have the power to reject madness and keep myself together.
Good. So you've already reached the acceptance stage. Well then, I have to say, I presume you still remember how to use your noble powers.
Okay, power emotions, time to learn your gift. Okay. What if we go back and we ask about his murder? Who was it, Hans? Who killed you? But I'd be willing to risk it all for Ascended Hans. Me too, Susan, honestly.
Does it matter? I've ascended so my physical body no longer bothers me.
Insist on knowing the murderer's identity. But I need to know who killed my husband.
You're not ready to know that yet, darling.
But I must. I'm in danger.
True enough, but if I told you now, you'd make reckless decisions. Let me help you find it out for yourself.
Okay. So he knows, and he just doesn't want to tell us. So if we ask about his murder, we can still ask about his ascension? Okay, there's a different text. So we're gonna ask about his murder, we're gonna ask about his ascension. What do you mean you've ascended?
It means I've made it here to the astral world. Some texts refer to it as the void, because there is no matter here.
He spread his arms wide as though he were proud of his possessions.
Ascension is not just about being freed from one's physical body. It's also about leaving behind feelings, memories. I used to be Hans, but I'm not fully him anymore.
Your relationship with Unknown increased.
By the way, do you like it, my new appearance?
Okay. What if we go, is he really Hans? Is that really you, Hans?
It used to be, but I'm not him anymore.
What is my name? Okay, something is locked. I'm assuming it depends on what we read from the diary. Who is he now? So, who are you then?
Although I have ascended, I'm still part of the Nebula family. Only my duties have changed. I have a different job to do now, if you will. But you can still call me Hans.
Interesting. Let me do this, and let me save here. So many fucking saves, my goodness. I've already used up almost 4 pages. What does he want? What do you want from me?
Straight to the point, I like that. I need your help, and it will benefit us both. You need my guidance, and I need your assistance.
Okay, what if we go back here? How can I join you? Let me join you. Can you show me how to do it?
Not so fast, darling. But I like the way you think. Firstly, you must become my priestess. But you must keep it a secret. Especially from my mother. Vivian would not like it at all.
Alright. I need to know more detail. Oh, so many options. Oh my goodness me. Ask about Vivian. I know Vivian is the head of the house now. She was in charge even before your death, albeit unofficially. Is that why I shouldn't tell her anything about you?
Well, not only that, you see, she exerts some kind of control over me. Even here in the astral world, or rather, especially here. You'll find out more about it later, I assure you. But it is more important that... Okay. We go back, try to refuse. What if I refuse to be your priestess? I can't see what I would get out of such a deal. Of course you could refuse. But would you? I wouldn't have married you if I hadn't glimpsed your ambition. Besides, how could you sleep peacefully, knowing that such horrors existed? Could your world go back to normal if you knew you were completely unprotected against such horrors? That those horrors knew about your existence? You gain some fear. So be kind and accept my offer. Good. Now then. Alright, what do we do if we have emotions? So many emotions. I have no response to this. Okay, this motion doesn't do anything. Ask to kill Vivian. If I do this for you, may I ask for your help in return? That depends, but go ahead. I'm curious. Vivian has hated me ever since she first saw me. No, probably ever since she heard of my existence. It seems like they don't have much love for her either. It seems like you don't have much love for her either. So if your mother is causing so much trouble, why don't you just kill her? It would be better for both of us, wouldn't it? I really like the way you think. But unfortunately, no, I can't. That's why I need your help. Why do you need me? If you're unable to act, what chance is there for me? Well, perhaps not now, my darling, but later when you're ready. I presume you still... Okay. I think we've exhausted these options. Alright. It's good to know that some emotions don't affect things. Okay, what if we go back here? I think I've already chosen this, right? What do you want from me? Okay, yeah. So there's a lot of potential to increase your relationships. I don't have a response for this. I don't have a response for this. Okay. I must run. I must run. Don't have a response for this. Okay. I must run. Silviya tried to run, but there was no ground beneath her feet. The young noble was merely floating in the vacuum of outer space. She tried to scream, but suddenly her lungs were empty for air. So much had happened to her. This was the final straw. As her eyes widened with immeasurable horror, her body was seized by convulsions. Her exhausted heart gave up its rhythm. Death ending, overwhelmed heart. Oh, interesting. Okay, what if we load here? What does he want? Oh, hold on. Which option was it? Who is he now? Okay, no. I'm so lost now with all my saves. Okay, if we go back and we go here, recognize him as Hans or you're not my husband. I think the only joy option we haven't done is recognize him. It truly is you, Hans. I knew you would survive. What happened to you? I see you recognize me. That's a great start. I'll tell you everything, but first of all, I must help you. Okay. That one didn't lead anywhere, really. I must run. I don't have a response to this. Blame myself. It's all my fault. If only I'd paid more attention to you. If only I'd taken better care of you. You would have been more open with me and shared your pain. Maybe then I could have convinced you not to harm yourself. I know who forced you? Who made you do this? What the hell? Someone must have forced you to make this choice. I can't believe you would choose to become this. It is the duty of every noble family. Someone had to do it, and that someone was me. You must still accept it. This is how our world works. You know how nobles rule over commoners. Our rule is based on power and knowledge. Speaking of which, alright, what if we go back? Was it Baltazar who killed you? I knew it was a dangerous idea to bring a convicted prisoner in the estate. There was another typo. How thoughtless of you. This false prophet has nothing to do with my current state. In contrast to you, actually. Okay. Let's go back to the diary and let's read about Hans's funeral. Why would his funeral be in here? Is this a list of preparations for his own funeral rite? Burn the body immediately as the funeral rite demands. That's no surprise. Everyone knows dead bodies must be burned to prevent their contact with the outer lights. Prepare the business to be taken over by my younger brother Victor. The head of the family shall be my mother, Matrona Vivian Nebula. Besides that, there is no mention of me in his wishes. What is that supposed to mean? Was I so unimportant to Hans? You gained some sadness. Or is it something more suspicious? That's enough for today. I'll give it another try tomorrow. Okay. Also, I think there was like... I don't think we'll have the opportunity to. But I think there's a mechanic where you can't use the same emotion twice in a row. Anyways, we're gonna read the pinned letter. Aw, it's my letter to Hans. I didn't know he had kept it all this time. How sweet. You gained some joy. Dear Hans Nebula, I am deeply touched by your generous gifts and your concern for my family's well-being. I've also received your invitation to the Nebula family's birthday ball. I gladly accept your invitation and will be there. I am waiting for our meeting with bated breath. Signed, Silviya Nova. Nova, huh. Also Nova's her last name. The name of my family. It brings back some memories and not all of them are good. Silviya turned the letter over in her hands, descending into memories. They let me leave. Otherwise, I wouldn't be living here as part of the Nebula family. Anyways, the past is the past. Hold on, there's something on the back of the letter. Tame her or you won't be able to pass the doors of the void. Oh! You gained some fear. I'm not sure what that means, but it gives me the shivers. But Hans listened to such advice. Did I really know my husband? Have I been tamed? Who wrote that anyway? Ugh, too many questions. Interesting. Okay, well, we have 2 joys, so I do wonder if we can use 2 joys in a row. Oh, we can't ask about his ascension. I can't remember what some of the options were. No, not this one. Oh, we can ask about the taming! In your diary, I found my first letter to you. Ah, so sweet, isn't it? But on the back of the letter, I read about taming. Can you explain that to me? I thought you'd be smart enough to figure it out yourself. I presume. What? Okay, that's all he has to say for it? Bruh. Was it? Maybe ask about his murder? I can't remember. Insist on knowing the murderer's identity. No. I don't think there's a way to... Running's not gonna work. You're not my husband? Don't share your story. Wherever you may be, that's none of your business. Fair enough. Would you like me to tell you more about yourself? How could you possibly know anything about me? I'm not saying that I know everything, but it really isn't important right now anyway.
How dare he decide what is important to me and what is not? You gain some anger. Okay. I need to figure out a way to get anger to pop up here before we talk to him. Okay, no, I don't think I can. Because I'm trying to figure out if there's a way I can have joy when talking about Vivian, but I don't think so. Let's load back and we're gonna get some anger. God, what is the easiest way to get anger? Well, if we read about his funeral, I don't know if anything will change if we talked to him about it. Hold on. Skip, skip, skip. Oh, sorry. I missed a whole thing in the... If Silviya obtains 3 emotions of the same type, she enters a state called emotional madness. The madness emotion will be applied automatically to her next dialogue choice. Silviya will not be able to obtain any further emotions for her palette until her emotional madness has been consumed. Okay, interesting. Why didn't you mention me in your... Okay, so what emotional madness seems to be is like you're forced to pick that emotion option. Like, because I have 3 sadness, I have to use sadness. Why didn't you mention me in your will? Don't I mean anything to you? I didn't even warn to mention in your will. Don't be ridiculous, darling. You truly are important to me. You can't begin to understand how much. He smiles an unsettling smile. So, what do you have planned for me? Firstly, you must become my priestess, but you must keep it a secret. Especially from my mother. Oh, there is a way to have joy. Oh my god. I've noticed. Oh, okay, the joy doesn't affect the outcome. Alright. Alright, I need to go back and I need to figure out a way to get anger. I mean, the easiest way... Hold on. Let's load this one. We're just gonna flatter him. Whatever. Skip, 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 skip. Embassy stay. This is so dangerous. Maybe, hold on. Let me, if I just... Oh, whatever. Proceed without further questions. We've got John. Okay, we are gonna read the diary instead of playing with John. We're gonna save again, and we are gonna read about the Ascension. There are some locked choices that I'm not sure how I can unlock. Because we asked him, like, what was it? Like, who killed you? And then there was, like, who made you do this? And it was, like, locked, and so I don't know. Lots and lots of different combinations that I don't know if I have the brain power to, like, figure out. Okay. Ask about his ascension. Interesting. Expect it no less. Do you like my appearance? You look horrifying. Oh, sorry. I meant to, is it this one? Read about the Ascension. Skip, 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 skip. I meant to save before I talked to him, but then I forgot to do it. Okay, so I have one of every emotion now, at least. I will be your master. You're actually a detective putting together all the choices needed. This really is a lot of, like, mixing and matching. Accuse him. Why are you torturing me? Ooh, okay. Why are you torturing me?
You're not my husband. Why are you torturing me? Are you an evil spirit come to punish me for my sins? Can't you see I'm mourning my husband? How dare you appear before me and show me this terrible sight? I was already struggling enough.
My appearance is simply the result of the forces I experienced during my ascension. I'm not here to torture you. Please, hold yourself together. I see.
Oh, I see. If I must put up with the way you look, so be it. But please, tell me what you want from me.
It's simple. We must help each other, and I will make the first move. You need to embrace your powers. I can help you with that.
Okay, we've gone through that. Okay, what about accuse him?
Were you the one who killed Hans?
Are you serious?
With this void as my witness, I'm serious.
Didn't expect that. No, I'm not his murderer, but I can help you find out who did it. Are you interested? Try trusting me. What do you have to lose?
Ooh, interesting. Already on page 5 of my saves. Listen to him for demand an immediate answer.
Please, I'm losing time. I must find out who killed Hans. Please tell me if you know, otherwise I have nothing further to discuss with you.
I see. You're so stubborn, darling. As long as you don't blame me once you know. After all, if anyone's to blame, it's you.
What are you trying to say?
It's simple, darling. You killed me.
What?
I was sure. I remembered everything about last night. Blurred images flashed before her eyes. But she couldn't remember anything about the night before. Except how they found Hans's body. My memory's failing me. I can't prove that I'm innocent. I can't prove it to him, nor even to myself. No. No, that can't be true. You're lying. You're lying. Liar.
Is that all you can say in your defense, darling?
I can't prove it neither to him nor even to myself. He's right. I wasn't ready for this. What should I do now? How can I live with this? Who am I?
Death ending, sanity lost. Because there was a locked option where it was like, what is my name? So it's like, what the hell was that, you know? Listen to him for now.
I will decide whether or not I can trust you later. For now, I'm listening.
Wonderful. I appreciate your patience. Speaking of which, I can't tell you the identity of the murderer.
Are you playing with me? Every time I see that, I'm so tempted to go, tee-hee.
Tee-hee. Not at all. You'll find out the answer yourself. And I will help you.
Okay.
What if we go back?
I will be your master. I don't think we've done this yet.
I have your diary, Hans. You came here, into my dream, to ask me for something. It seems like you're in trouble. So I should be the one telling you what to do. Serve me and I will spare you.
Really, darling? All right, if that's how you want to play it.
Oh, relationship decreased.
I won't stand for these fantasies. You're pathetic, weak, childish, and worthless.
Silviya tried to run, but there was no ground beneath her feet. She reached for the air around her as though she could swim away, but it was futile.
You know what? I've changed my mind. I don't need you.
He started wrapping his tentacles around her body. Ah, that's not the way I wanted him to use his tentacles. They reached around her throat, grasping, crushing. She tried to fight for air.
I will find someone worthier than you. Don't you dare. It may take a long time to find a fitting substitute, although only by human measurements of time. I can wait. I have an eternity.
Death ending, killed in the void.
Interesting.
I don't know how many death endings there are, actually. Okay, there was like one thing that I don't know how I'll be able to figure out. Like, what is this? I must choose my words carefully. Don't have a response to this. I must run. I don't have a response to this. What is my name? Like, there's this locked option that I don't know how to unlock it. Let me look in the archives. You gain some fear. Okay. Is that really you, Hans? It used to be, but I'm not him anymore. Was that Joy? Is that really you, Hans? It used to be, but not really him. Oh, we can ask, what is my name? I don't remember what save this is from. I actually don't remember what did I pick to read in the diary? I actually don't know what I did to unlock this option. What topic should I read about? Because I read about the Ascended. Yeah, I don't know what I did to... Okay, what is my name? You're not my husband. Wake up. I must run. I don't have a response for this. Let me save just in case, because I don't know what the fuck I did. What is my name? Do you remember my name?
No, please forgive me, but I can't remember. I've left so much in the past, including my memories. But does it really matter? You can still call me Hans if you like. You gained some sadness. Anyway,
Okay. What the heck? So, because we read the whole thing about, like, because to ascend, you have to leave everything behind, including, like, memories, your feelings. And then there was also the whole thing about sacrificing somebody. No husband of ours would forget our name? Yeah, he forgot because he ascended. You're not my husband. Hopefully, you're not my husband. In fact, we were practically strangers. Okay, so some of these branches interweave back. I must run. I don't know. Okay, what about wake up? I'm so mad at this creature. How dare he pretend to be my husband? I'm so tired of his lie. I wish I could wake up. Right now. I want to wake up. Can you imagine being so angry you just like wake up? That's funny. Okay. So obviously that was like... Can't go past that because that's the end of the demo. But I think that's so funny. I think that's it. I think that's pretty much most of the options that you can pick. I think I've explored most of the branches. I could be wrong. There's like... Oh, wait, hold on. God, we gotta go back to fucking John. Hold on. We're gonna play with John. Okay, we're gonna go fetch some water ourselves. I already sent my chambermaid Willow to sleep. Never mind. I can take care of the bowl myself. John, wait for me here. I'll be back soon. Woof. She walked along the dim corridor and reached the ground floor via the wide staircase. The house was deadly quiet. Everyone was sleeping. As she approached the kitchen, Silviya walked past Gilbert's room. She was surprised to hear voices on the other side of his door. I know Gilbert is usually the last servant to go to bed. But who else is not sleeping at this late hour? Oh, you know me, I'm a nosy bitch. Lean against the door to eavesdrop. It's a little suspicious. I need to find out what's going on. She put an ear to the door. You must be kind to all the nobles in this house. You know that my job is to cook, not to smile. Then you must have misunderstood. I should remind you what is your primary task. I know, but the plan is flawless. We shouldn't do anything that could jeopardize it. It's for our own good and for everyone else's too. Yes, nothing will stop us. You gained some fear. Oh dear, Gilbert. Just what are you planning? And who is your accomplice? Whoever they are, they seem to be standing too far from the door. I can't recognize their voice. I can't stay here any longer. It's too dangerous. She crept away from the door and continued on towards the kitchen. There. Now I'll just fill a bowl and go back to my room as if nothing has happened. I must tell someone I trust what I've heard. However, I'll do that tomorrow. Until then, it's safer for me to keep quiet. The bowl I need must be somewhere here. She retrieved a metal bowl from a high shelf and then filled it with water. There's like a knife on the counter and it's making me nervous. There, now I'd better get back to my room. By the time she returned, John had already fallen asleep. Silviya put the bowl beside the dog and yawned. Ugh, that was a tough day. Okay. So what if we just don't eavesdrop? Do we just like nothing happens? Ignore it and head to the kitchen. That damn dog is gonna grow thumbs. I think so. I don't know. I think John is gonna transform into some weird eldritch horror, I'm sure. Whatever Gilbert is doing in his room, that is his own business. Besides, eavesdropping does not befit a noble. Okay. Alright, you don't really gain anything from just ignoring it. Okay. Alright, now I think that's all the options. I think that is all the, That should be... I'm pretty sure I've explored most of the options. Almost all of them. But yeah, I can't get over John. Like, ugh. Let me check my email to see if I missed anything. Yes. Read diary about ascension to unlock certain options in the next dialogue. Okay, I did that. There are 4 death endings. Some of them can be reached in different ways, plus 1 demo ending. I think I've reached all 4 death endings. I can't remember. But yeah, that is this demo. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm intrigued. I'm interested to know more about the story. Although, hold on. There was some stuff in the glossary that I probably missed. Oh, well. Because what is it? There were a couple of things. Maybe if I go here, actually. Maybe there are some things in the glossary. Ascension. Ascension is the ritual in which a person's soul transitions to another dimension of existence. The astral world. The ritual involves the loss of one's physical body and associated sensations, as well as other sacrifices. Another dimension of existence where physical matter does not exist, but souls take on form. Okay. There was like... I know there was like a glossary thing with her... with her family name. I think I'll have to read the letter. Because I wanted to read what the Nova section says. The Nova family are less wealthy and less well known than the Nebula and Globula families. Silviya was born into the Nova family. Okay, not too much then. I'm curious as to whether this game is going to have some voiced dialogue. I don't think it's going to be fully voiced, but I wonder if there's going to be some, because there is a slider for voice volume, but I don't believe I've heard anything. So I'm inclined to think that there might be voice acting in this game in the future. Could be wrong, could be wrong. But that's it. That is STARCULT. I'm really intrigued to see where this story is going to go. I feel like I'm definitely gonna be using all these saves. There's just so many combinations and branches to reach different outcomes that it hurts my head a little bit. I'm gonna have to I might have to actually keep a pen and paper to keep track of everything. But that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I like playing visual novels, but then the one caveat I always forget is that people don't necessarily enjoy watching people play visual novels, and I get it. It's not for everybody. Let's see. Ooh, Heimdall is streaming, and he is playing Stardew Valley. We're gonna go raid him. But that's it for today. Next stream should be... I think Wednesday is still fine in the afternoon. I think it should be fine. If I can't do Wednesday, I'll probably shuffle it to Tuesday. But for now, we're gonna go with Wednesday. We are gonna... Thank you for the bald head pat. I had fun. I'm glad you did, Susan. It's just always part of me wants to just lean into the visual novels, but then it's I don't know if that's really people are interested in that. Because it's it's kind of like having someone read a book to you when you could just read it yourself kind of thing. So I don't know. Pros and cons. What was I doing? I was going to start a raid. We love romancing people. We love romancing hot eldritch horrors. But yeah, next stream is Wednesday. That's... I'm gonna bite the bullet and we are gonna continue Road to Empress, which means we are gonna have to face the music with Lee Tai. And it's going to destroy me. But it has to be done. It has to be done. I'm not ready for it. I'm probably gonna cry. It's okay. I have a fresh box of tissues. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.